Greetings and welcome to another Diablo 4 video. Today we got some patch notes for a patch that will be dropping on June 17, so soon, on Monday actually, and today is Friday. It's 1.43, and the aim of this, or the goal of this patch is to buff classes and builds that are not performing as well as others, and also slightly reducing difficulty of the pit. We're gonna go through the sorcerer changes. This is what we're focusing on. You can check out the patch notes in the link in the description below and just see for yourself if you're like a barbarian player, druid player, whatever player. But across the board, a lot of buffs and then some nerfs to the pit, which is great news. So to start off with healing potions, actually it's interesting because they increased the initial healing by 200%, so triple what it is now. And this is good because it affects Soulbrand, which gives you a barrier if you use a healing potion for the value of the initial healing. So Soulbrand just got a lot better with this one. Then Aspect of a Protector, barrier cooldown now happens more often. It doesn't have a 30-second cooldown, which is nice. We got some uber unique items, although they call it mythic unique items changes. The interesting one is Ring of Starless Skies for us. It might be worth pursuing now. I don't have it yet, but maybe I will get it and see if it's worth using as an Incinerate build. Tyrell's Might, which we are using currently in the latest build, has more damage. Before it just tickled the enemies. Maybe it will do more with like a double damage. Then Paragon boards, you don't need as much non-main stats anymore for these rare nodes. So that is good. Requirements been lowered. There's not as much all stats anymore on gear. Then with Barbarian updates, Druid updates. There's a lot of Druid updates. They are also pretty weak. Necromancer updates, Rogue updates, and then the Sorcerer. And this is very, very juicy. Skills: Ice Armor, Barrier amount increased from 30% of base life to 25% of max life. So this is kind of neat wording because they say increased, but then 30 and then 25%, which is a decrease. But the important part is this is base life, which is lower than max life. So this will potentially be a huge increase depending on how much max life you have. Trimming and Teleport is the damage reduction portion. If you put a skill point in it, now you have 1 second more damage reduction, which is very nice. Then Incinerate gets another 5% damage reduction from just casting it, which is also very neat. Just a flat out 33% improvement on the damage reduction. Then we have Potent Warding, which gives you max rest if you cast like a skill of that element. For example, if you cast Incinerate, you get 1% max rest if you have 1 point in it for like a few seconds or 8 seconds even. I think that's very, very much. And then this is doubled now, and this is really, really worth considering. So we're gonna keep an eye on that, maybe even at least put 1 point in it, right? Glass Cannon got better because you take less damage now for each point, so this might also be worthwhile to put on the amulet, maybe as a second passive along Inner Flames. Then Align the Elements, which is the one that gives you damage reduction against like elites, I think it is. And after it lingers for another 2 seconds, now it's 3 seconds. That's also nice, more damage reduction. Conduction gives more movement speed. Electrocution also reduces enemy damage dealt more than before. Warmth gives us more healing, might be considerable. It actually, from the numbers game, it really is, but we will see. Inner Flames, this is the big one, gives us now 4x more damage. Bonus damage while healthy, with permanency skills. Of course, it doesn't say here, but it's with permanency skills instead of like 3x. So we have like 8 points in it or something because +5 on the amulet. So this gives us another 8%, which is actually very significant. Overflowing Energy, cooldown reduction, Avalanche, if you like that, gets more bonus damage. Combustion gets more bonus damage per unique source of burning. It's doubled now. Let's see if that's good enough, because we're using Verse Mastery. Aesos Velocity gets more crit strike chance. Shatter gets more bonus damage. Verse Mastery gets more bonus damage. And I haven't seen any bug fix either for the Verse Mastery, which seems to apply for any skill. So we are still using that, but we are mainly using it for the damage reduction part. So this is just a nice addition with the bonus damage that it also works for Incinerate, it seems like. Maybe it was a stealth fix. We will see after the patch. hits. Then Aspect Concentration, which triggers when you use a Conjuration, also has more damage reduction now. Aspect of Unbroken Tether, Overwhelming Currents also got some buffs. Mage Lords. Verse Mastery granted 6 to 9% damage reduction for each close enemy up to like a maximum. Now, Verse Mastery grants 6 to 9% damage reduction, like flat damage reduction against everything. And this is tripled while fighting a close enemy. So this is a huge buff against bosses. If you have a 9% one, you get 27% flat damage reduction against anything in the pit tormented boss arena, as long as you're close to the boss. So also you get the damage reduction against the shadow attacks, because this should apply and close does not apply. So this is a very, very nice buff. Shattered Stars, more Metroid damage. I don't know if it will cut it. Then Aspect Frozen Memories now has another cast. Battle Casters has more stacks. This one's also interesting. Flame Scar now, Ember Steel 35% damage. We will need to see if this is enough to make it better than the two-handed Scythe. I doubt it, but there you go. It would be nice. I would really like to use the item that was designed for Incinerate, so I hope they did some testing and really, really made it better. Asadora's is a bit better. Staff of Endless Rage got more damage, and Glow Illuminator got less damage penalty. So I wonder if this combination now will put Fireball on the spectrum, so to say, on the radar, to be good. I would love to try it out. Endgame, again here, health and damage have been reduced in the pit, so pit will be easier. And then all tormented bosses also have their health reduced by 30%, which is good news. I feel like they had a lot of health, especially Echo of Lilith. Bug fixes, Holy Bolt Elixir now will only scale with your weapon damage and not with percentage of enemies' health, so it's not ridiculous anymore at the higher pit levels. Then, yeah, Boulder with Dormant Stone was fixed, Rapid Fire with Scornless Kiss was fixed again, and then pets are not being counted as minions anymore. So overall, really, really great patch. We got a lot of more defensive buffs, I would say, than damage buffs, so we'll see how this pans out. I don't think, like for example, Frozen Orb got a lot of buffs, but overall the pit was made easier, so I guess every build can push higher now. Very happy with this build, and yeah, I hope you are too. Let me know in the comment section below what you like the best about this patch, and I will see you in the next video where we'll hopefully test this patch out. It will come on Monday, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe to follow more videos about Season 4, about Diablo 4, and so on. Good luck, have fun, and goodbye.